The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. Do not compare. Do not measure. No other way is like yours. All other ways deceive and tempt you. You must fulfill the way that is in you. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Vocatus atque non vocatus Deus aderit. We are not what happened to us. We are what we wish to become. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. In order to know the light, we must first experience the darkness. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. The difference between a good life and a bad life is how well you walk through the fire. The foundation of all mental illness is the unwillingness to experience legitimate suffering. The most dangerous things in the world are immense accumulations of human beings who are manipulated by only a few heads. We don't really heal anything. We simply let it go. Everyone you meet knows something you don't know, but need to know. Learn from them. If a man knows more than others, he becomes lonely. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. We don't get wounded alone, and we don't heal alone. Nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment, and especially on their children, than the unlived life of the parent. The most important question anyone can ask is, what myth am I living? Nothing is possible without love, for love puts one in a mood to risk everything. Embrace your grief, for there your soul will grow. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Normality is a fine ideal for those who have no imagination. To be normal is the ultimate aim of the unsuccessful. Our world has become dehumanized. Man feels himself isolated in the cosmos because he is no longer involved in nature. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. God enters through the wound. Wisdom accepts that all things have two sides. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem. Real liberation comes not from glossing over or repressing painful states of feeling, but only from experiencing them to the full. When goals go, meaning goes. When meaning goes, purpose goes. When purpose goes, life goes dead on our hands. Conflict exists strictly as an opportunity to raise our consciousness. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. Trust that which gives you meaning and accept it as your guide. Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. The ability to ask questions is the greatest resource in learning the truth. Intuition is one of the 4 basic psychological functions, along with thinking, feeling, and sensing. In each of us is another, whom we do not know. He speaks to us in dreams and tells us how differently he sees us from the way we see ourselves. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order.